Alright, so this is actually pretty hype. Niantic is giving us a really big event in the month of May, and there's a lot to look forward to with this event. And I'm going to be talking about that in today's video. I'm going to be going over everything that you need to know regarding this event, and I really do like that Niantic is doing this, considering that for the longest time on my channel, I've been saying that Niantic really needs to cut down on these small events so that they could focus in on some big events, and that's exactly what it looks like they're doing right here. So in any case, yeah, let's roll the intro and get right into it. And how's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Count, and in today's video, I am going to be talking about the Luminous Legends X event. This is going to be happening from Tuesday, May 4th, all the way till Monday, May 17th, so it's a big chunk of the month of May. And there's just a lot going on in this event. There's a lot of new Pokemon that's going to be released. There's going to be a brand new Legendary coming to 5-star raids, and a whole bunch of other stuff that we can look forward to. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. Let's jump right into it. First and foremost, this event is going to give us a brand new Legendary, and that is of course going to be Xerneas. This is a fairy type legendary Pokemon, which of course is going to be extremely rare. We don't really see any fairy type legendaries in Pokemon GO, so of course this is going to have huge implications for the Master League, and it's also going to be a very good raid DPS Pokemon. A lot of people are looking forward to this particular Pokemon. Of course, we don't necessarily know what moves it's going to have, but granted it has some decent fairy type moves, it definitely is going to be one of those Pokemon that you absolutely must get. Considering that there's not too many good fairy types that you could use in the Go Battle League aside from the ones that we currently have, there's just a huge demand for a fairy type legendary Pokemon, so this is definitely one you could look forward to. We're also going to be getting a brand new lure module, and of course it's going to be the Rainy Lure module. This is going to attract water, bug, and electric type Pokemon. Now I know there's a lot of different mixed opinions regarding lure modules in Pokemon GO. Some people like the fact that there's a lot of variety of lure modules that are currently in the game, but others don't like the fact that it could impede on community days and different things like that. Well, with a Rainy Lure module now being added in, if there is a Pokemon that could spawn from it that's going to be highlighted in a community day or a spotlight hour, it's definitely going to be a huge improvement. Of course, just like Pokemon like the Eevee evolutions Leafeon and Glaceon, as well as Pokemon like Magnezone, there's going to be an evolution that will require a Rainy Lure module, and that is going to be Sliggoo, the evolution of Goomy, and you could evolve it into Goodra. But of course, they're doing something a little bit different here. You could also evolve Sliggoo into Goodra when it is rainy weather. So this is one of the first times that they're actually having an evolution requirement related to the weather boosts. Now I'm actually very curious if there's going to be some kind of implications for this with Pokemon like Sylveon. Of course, a lot of people are anticipating this particular Pokemon, but we really do not know. But it's really interesting here that they're introducing a new requirement for evolutions. Now of course, with a lot of the events that they have, there's going to be an event exclusive timed research. This one's going to involve catching fairy types, and it will include giving you Spritzee and Swirlix, as well as receiving a Rainy Lure module. So this is definitely one you will not want to miss out on. I know there's some players out there who tend to skip out on the timed research, and I really discourage against this, considering that some of the rewards that you can get are actually really decent rewards. If it's not rare spawns, then it could be Mega Evolution candies, or in the cases like this, it could be the new Pokemon along with the new premium item. And this is not really something that a lot of players tend to care about, but there are going to be new AR mapping tasks, and this time it will lead to encounters with Galarian Ponyta. Now speaking of Galarian Ponyta, it is the new shiny of this event. So if you want a shiny Galarian Ponyta, well, this is your chance to get it. Now, we've actually seen this before in past events. It looks like they're rolling out a lot of legacy moves for certain Pokemon from past community days, and this time you could pick up a Dragonite with Draco Meteor if you evolve it from Dragonair during this event, and you could get a Salamence with Outrage if you evolve into it during this event. So that's something you could look forward to if you do not have either of these exclusive moves. Although between these two, obviously Outrage Salamence is going to be the one that you will want to get. Of course, Draco Meteor is not necessarily one of the strongest moves for Dragonite, but it is still a pretty decent move. But in any case, yeah, I would focus in on Salamence if you're looking to get any of these legacy moves, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now here's something that I found to be very interesting with this particular event. It looks like there's going to be some global catch challenges that are going to be tied to this event. Of course, we've seen them dabble with this recently with global catch challenges and global raid challenges, different things like that. If we catch 500 million fairy type Pokemon during this event, we will be able to get a bunch of special bonuses as well as some new Pokemon unlocked. These bonuses include a 3x catch XP bonus, which if you're trying to level up to level 50 like I am, you know that experience is something that a lot of players are really looking to get as much as they can. And then of course, in terms of the new Pokemon, we will be able to catch Pancham in the wild, which is of course a fan favorite. And of course, the third bonus is that we will be able to get Shiny Galarian Ponyta after the event. I feel like this is something that shouldn't be unlocked. It should be just how it is. Like once the Shiny is introduced, it should be available after that point. But instead, Niantic is making it a reward for catching 500 million fairy type Pokemon. Now I mentioned earlier that a whole bunch of Pokemon are going to be making their debut into Pokemon GO through this event, and one of them is actually a pseudo legendary, and it's the one that I mentioned before in terms of the rainy weather lures. These are the Pokemon that are going to be added into Pokemon GO. First, we're going to get Spritzee and Aeromatisse, Swirlix and Slurpuff, Goomy, Sliggoo, and Goodra. Goodra is of course the pseudo legendary of Gen 6, so if you want the Gen 6 version of Dragonite, then Goodra is the new Pokemon that you will want to get. And finally, we're also going to be getting a whole bunch of Dragon types spawning in the wild. This is something that players have been asking for a very long time, especially for those of us who are still trying to get their shiny Mew. And yeah, finally we're going to have an event where we're going to see dragons spawning in the wild. Now here's something that I know a lot of players will have mixed feelings about, but we're finally going to be seeing Gible back in 7km eggs. I know a lot of people have trepidations against egg hatching for specific rare Pokemon, considering that it is kind of the pay-to-win mechanic of Pokemon GO right now. Eggs are, of course, the loot boxes of Pokemon GO, and I know a lot of people will feel very sensitive about that. So yeah, I still have to mention it. Gible is going to be hatching from 7km eggs, so if you have a stockpile of egg incubators, this might be a good time for you to hatch a whole bunch of 7km eggs. So what are my thoughts regarding this event? Well, like I said, it's extremely hype. There's a lot of good stuff that they're adding into Pokemon GO, and it really feels like an actual event this time around. Of course, we're missing out on some bonuses that we typically would see with events like this, but in general, I just feel like this is one of those events that is actually impactful, that is actually going to leave an impression. So I really hope Niantic considers doing more of this, because for the last couple of months, we've had a lot of mini events throughout every week, and it's just been very tiresome. It's been very exhausting. I would rather they have less events and just have each event be really impactful like this one. I mean, for crying out loud, compared to the previous couple of events, this event is extremely hype. So Niantic is onto something really good here, and they really should do something like this, like just have one big event every month as opposed to a bunch of little events. I really hope that this event is successful so that Niantic is encouraged to do this more often. But yeah, there you have it, everyone. This is my coverage of the Luminous Legends X event. Of course, this is just one half of the big events that they have planned. There's another legendary in the XY games that a lot of players are looking forward to, and that is going to be highlighted in probably the second half of May, or at least in early June. So we have something to look forward to there. Anyway, let me know your thoughts regarding this event in the comment section below, and I really hope you are looking forward to it as much as I am. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you enjoyed it. I am Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, and I'll catch you all later.